Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Host Eddie Frederick.
So glad you can join us. Trinidad and Tobago has a new political party which is billed to be a serious third force in the Twin Island Republic. This story takes the lead in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Wednesday, 4th May 2022. Details when we return.
Hubbard's Motor Department Mount Gay and Hubbard's Tire Bay, located at the Building Supplies Compound in Grand Anse, are reminding the motoring public that another round for licensing and inspection has begun. Just arrived are new shipments of quality furrowed and torque tires to fit all makes and models of vehicles at competitive pricing. Shop early to avoid the hassle of long lines. WhatsApp them on 473-405-5482. Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices.
Welcome back. Former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith has made good on his promise to enter the political arena in Trinidad and Tobago once more. Griffith announced the formation of his National Transformation Alliance Party. Here is more in this report from Melissa Maynard of TV6 News.
With local government elections around the corner, a new political party has emerged. Former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith, who served as National Security Minister in the People's Partnership Government, has again stepped in the political arena, launching the National Transformation Alliance Party earlier today. Griffith made the announcement in a social media post stating why he has taken this step.
Being of service has always been a bridge to the light for me. And after engaging in numerous conversations, listening to many perspectives, and reading your countless contributions, I am more than ever committed to the mission of improving our country through transformation and continued national service. This time, through the National Transformation Alliance, the NTA.
Griffith is making a clarion call to nationals with a similar vision to join and register their interest in the NTA.
We believe that everyone can contribute, and for those who share similar views that our nation requires immediate and urgent transformation, this is your bridge to that lighthouse. Together, we can do this. In fact, we will get this mission accomplished.
Last month, Griffith indicated his intention to get back into politics. He previously stated his focus is no longer in being the top cop, but is directed at the office the Prime Minister holds. This came after the much-debated fiasco involving the Police Commissioner's post, the Merit List, and the Police Service Commission. Melissa Maynard, TV6 News.
Progressive Empowerment Party political leader Philip Alexander is calling on the Agriculture Minister to intervene in the issue concerning Wildflower Park, or else he will seek redress in the courts. Mr. Alexander was in the park along with the new leader of the Congress of the People.
TV6 News spoke with PEP leader Philip Alexander at the Wildflower Park as he and others enjoyed their Sunday afternoon without any intervention from the security there.
Well, it's not political. It's not PEP, and I may have been the person that they called. People were calling to say they were getting ejected from the park. I'm trying to understand why would only this park need 18 signs saying pesticides that could kill you? What's going on in the other parks? Savannah have none, Botanic Gardens have 1, and this have 18. So, it started to look like it is a clear attempt to scare the public away from the park so that others could control the park.
He said the Agriculture Ministry has 6 weeks to respond to Freedom of Information requests, which are not just about pesticides.
That Freedom of Information request about the security guards and camera system that you'll see, there's a private residence that set up a camera security system in the park for their home. And that seems to not be making sense if this is still public property. If the Minister of Agriculture does not intervene and take some sort of action to return this park back to the free use of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we are going to court.
On April 5th, in response to Mr. Alexander's first online video, the Agriculture Ministry said that both the Wildflower Park and the Botanical Gardens remain accessible to the national community at all times, with persons generally conducting themselves in a responsible manner and complying with the regulations for its use. But Mr. Alexander is not alone in his concerns about Wildflower Park.
My name is Kurt Sinnott, former national boxer for Trinidad and Tobago. And the reason, and I'm also the political leader of the Congress of the People at this point in time. Really and truly out here to give support to Philip, because I think this grounds that we are speaking about here is a grounds that is for the people.
The leaders of the COP and the PEP were both at Wildflower Park the day after a new political party has blossomed, former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith's National Transition Alliance. So we took the opportunity to get their responses.
I welcome Gary coming onto the scene. Gary is a vibrant politician. He's very astute. I want to tell Gary, build an actual party. We don't need to be a two-party system. We don't need to be divided by race. What we need is 5 and 6 parties in that parliament and coalitions forming that work for the moment to develop, to give the people representation. If that don't work out, we go back to the polls.
I am saying that what is needed in Trinidad and Tobago, that all these parties that we have, we need to come together under one terms and condition, so that I believe that everyone will be represented under these kind of conditions.
Joel Brown, TV6 News.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick.
The spanking new political leader of Barbados' opposition Democratic Labour Party, the DLP, Dr. Ronnie Yearwood, issues a rallying call for members of the party to unite. He urged them to move away from the talk of old guard and new guard and speak with one voice to rebuild the party. Here is his off-the-cuff delivery at the heels of his victory over Dr. Eastwick on Sunday last.
Before we get to my feelings are necessarily important at this moment. It's the feelings of Barbadians, and it's important the feelings of members of this party. And I want to thank them for putting their confidence in me. This is a historic moment for the party and a historic moment for the country as we seek to rebuild and revive and reliven our party and our membership. And I really want to thank them. And I want to extend full thanks and hearty thanks to Steve Blackett for his stewardship over the last couple of months. It has been great to try to pull the party together. Our first task is to unify this party and to bring everyone together and to tell and to signal to Barbadians, to members, supporters, that this party calls you to arms. This party calls you home. All of our supporters, Democratic Labour Party members, who are members, paid up members, who are not paid up, I want you to come home. During the recent general election campaign, I talked about this party as a big tent. I talked about the fact that better days are ahead of us and that we can all walk in the sun together. And I invite you into this tent. I want you to feel part of our family. And anyone hearing my voice, within reach of my voice, know that this is one Democratic Labour Party family and that we are ready and we're preparing ourselves to serve you. And in the coming months, we'll begin to roll out our program and our policies, and we'll begin to talk and listen with you. And again, I just simply want to say thanks. I just want to say thanks to everyone who's been so supportive. My wife, my family, my mom. This has been a big journey, and this is just but the first step. There's much work to do, but all hard work begins with one small step, and today we do that. And I am encouraged by the membership here. I am encouraged by the words of kindness that I've got from all Barbadians. And hopefully we can also practice a kinder, gentler politics, a new politics, as I talked about during the campaign. A politics which includes people, we include everyone, we hear their voices, and it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter who you are, what your last name is. This party has a place for you. This party has a seat for you. You have a room at the table for the Democratic Labour Party. We are one family. We encourage you to join and commune with us and share with us as we move forward to build this country.
What's first on the agenda for you, Dr.
Enjoy my time here with my family. That is it. And then we will move forward from there. We will reach out to the public. We will reach out internally, which is important. Like I said, singular mission at this moment is unity. One Democratic Labour Party family. And I want to tell everyone, persons who voted for Dr. Eastwick, persons who voted for myself, persons who didn't support me, that you are included. You are part of this project. We want you to be part of this project. There is no old guard, new guard. This is one Democratic Labour Party family. Everyone is welcome here at this table because you all have opinions and views, and we all share the same values, and that is a social democratic policy for Barbados, a policy that builds an inclusive country where all Barbadians feel not only have a voice, but it translates into reality that they can build their families and live their lives out in dignity. And that's what this party has always stood for, and it will continue to stay for that. As we said, today the theme was about legacy and shaping the future, and that is what the new Democratic Labour Party will be about. Drawn on the best traditions of who we are to build out where we're going.
Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister and ABLP leader Gaston Brown says his party has delivered a resounding response to pronouncements from the main opposition United Progressive Party of a lack of confidence in his administration.
Today is Workers' Day. We gather here today to celebrate the successes of workers. But our opponents, they have tried to make it into a political contest. They said that today, they will turn today into a vote of no confidence in the Labour Party administration. Well, guess what? They got the answer. They got the answer. And what you're seeing here is a resounding vote of confidence in the Gaston Brown administration.
The Prime Minister, buoyed by the Red Sea of supporters, recounted the progress of his administration in various areas, one of them housing. He provided this update on the affordable housing project for those on low incomes.
And starting within a matter of weeks, we will start construction of those 2-bedroom properties. If you can afford 3, you get 3. And we will subsidize the price of a 2-bedroom property to bring it down to about $120,000. So you can pay $800 a month. That is what you call a caring administration.
He acknowledged that water supply remains a challenge, but says major work has been done.
Within 3 weeks, you will see an improvement in the water situation. What has happened is that a couple of the plants are not working because the maintenance parts that they ordered since October last year got stuck in all of the global logistic chaos. In fact, they were supposed to have arrived last week, and they were delayed for yet another week. We believe they'll be here next week, 2 weeks of testing, and in 3 weeks, you will see an additional 2 million gallons of water per day.
He also noted the challenges regarding increasing food prices as a result of the war in Ukraine and had this message.
I know, and I understand, and empathize with the difficulties with the increase in pricing. But you know what? We are a resilient people. And I say to you, we will fight this period too. We will fight this period of increased inflation. We will fight this period, and I guarantee you that we will be triumphant.
Hubbard's Multi-Department Mount Gay and Hubbard's Tire Bay, located at the Building Supplies compound in Grand Anse, are reminding the motoring public that another round for licensing and inspection has begun. Just arrived on new shipments of quality furrowed and torque tires to fit all makes and models of vehicles at competitive pricing. Shop early to avoid the hassle of long lines. WhatsApp them on 473-405-5482. Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please continue to log on to CaribbeanPerspective.com for more daily news and more.